welcome back. So we'll be starting with the next topic for today's lecture, that is coherence and cohesion. What is coherence? Basically it is the coherence of word or a sentence or a paragraph that actually makes the write-up more interesting. Otherwise your write-up will not have any meaning. Okay. uh, it contributes to the cohesion of the whole passage or the writer. So you'll be getting some confusion, like what is coherence and what is cohesion. Okay, so if a sentence is incoherent, that means it cannot contribute to the unity of the whole paragraph, of which it is just a part. Okay, so paragraph itself cannot form a link between the preceding and the succeeding paragraph. That means there has to be some coherence. On the other hand, cohesion is the thread that binds the entire paragraph or the discourse together. All right, cohesiveness is interconnectedness. Like मोती है, उनको पिरोने के लिए आपको एक धागा चाहिए, right? So cohesiveness is that thread. It is the interconnectedness, and it can exist only when there is a coherence. Both of them are interdependent. Coherence भी ज़रूरी है, cohesion भी ज़रूरी है. Coherence at all level contributes to the cohesion of the discourse. Okay, now it also require orders of word, how the words are arranged in a sentence. That means you will have to, sometime you will be given exercises where the words are not arranged properly in a sentence. You have to reorder them. That means that exercise is called restructuring the sentence. Sometimes there will be the sentences are not properly aligned in a paragraph. So that means you will have to align those sentences in proper order. There will be 10 or 15 sentences where you have to give them proper sequencing so that the idea is clear. Okay, sometime the paragraphs in a text they are not coherent, or they are not aligned properly. So that means you will have to reorder the paragraphs. So there are three aspects to this: order of word, order of sentences, and also the order of paragraphs. Got it? You understood what is, how the meaning will become clear. First of all, there has to be a connectivity, and that connectivity is the cohesion. And coherence means there has to be a proper flow. Okay, so what is cohesion and what is coherence? Cohesion means the connectivity in a text. On the other hand, coherence refers to how it is easy to understand. If you are not able to understand, that means something is incoherent. I'll write it for you. Where's the pen? If you are not able to understand anything, that means there is a total mess in the write-up. That means it is incoherent. Incoherent. वो इसी से बना हुआ है word incoherent. That means it is, you can't understand because it's totally messed up thing. And cohesion means connectivity, how words are connected. That means it gives a thread to the whole write-up. जैसे कि एक आपने मोतियों का हार पिरोया है ना, so okay, it's basically like this. So cohesion is the thread, and मोती भी they have to be of similar size. Like अगर आपने एक graduating pearl का बना रहे हो, so it has to be of the same size. ऐसा तो नहीं कि एक मोती ऐसा, एक मोती ऐसा, एक मोती ऐसा, एक मोती ऐसा. So it has to be flow. अगर आपको graduate करना है तो graduating का होता है थोड़ा थोड़ा बड़ा होता जाता है, means but and then again this is called coherence. ठीक है, that means how easy it is. It has not to be random. You are able to understand only, you are able to understand the beauty of the write-up only when it is coherent. Otherwise it will not make any sense. ठीक है, so let's go. इसमें आपका there were three things that I told you. One is order of words. Order of words. That means it is called restructuring of the sentence. Restructuring of the sentence. Second is, this was number one. Second is reordering the sentences. That means there are 10 or 15 sentences, but they are not ordered properly. Number three is reordering of paragraph. Sometimes paragraphs can also be reordered so that there is more connectivity. Sometimes important information is given in the third or the fourth paragraph, whereas it is supposed to be in the first or second paragraph. So that is called reordering of paragraph. Sorry. Okay, so these are important points in cohesion and also coherence. Got it? Now let's talk about next what is coherence and what is cohesion. There has to be some transitioning signals. Transitioning signals are those linking words or the words or phrases which signal relationship between the ideas. That is why they are sometimes also called linking phrases. They are also sometimes called signpost phrases. I'll give you a long list of that. Okay, you don't have to worry. Just make sure that whatever I'm telling you, there will be exercises based on coherence and cohesion in your examination, because this is very important topic. Okay? Now transition to show examples, order of importance, chronological order, list, addition, alternatives. So what are those words? Sometime आपको examples डालने पड़ते हैं एक आपके piece में. So where are you putting that? That is also important. I'm sorry. So order of importance. What is more important information? Chronological order means definitely 1920 की बात के बाद 1922 की बात कर रहे हो, उसके बाद again you cannot go to 1950s. That means there has to be a proper order. This is an example I'm giving you. But when you are dictating a story also, it has to go in a proper order. ठीक है? ट्रांजिशन हम लोग कभी लिस्ट को भी शो करने के लिए करते, कभी एडिशन को भी शो करने के लिए करते, कभी हमें चॉइसेस भी बताते हैं. सो ऑल दीज थिंग्स आर वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. सो गुड कोहेजन कैसे हम लोग अचीव कर सकते हैं? विद द हेल्प ऑफ रेफरेंस वर्ड, विद द हेल्प ऑफ रिपीटेड वर्ड्स और आइडियाज. Sometimes we have to repeat ideas so that there is more cohesion in the paragraph. Got it? Sometimes transitional words, sometimes substitution of the word, and sometimes ellipses. Ellipses क्या था मैंने बताया था? These are called ellipses. ठीक है? Sometimes these are the things that we need so that we can achieve cohesion in our writing. Cohesion is the thread that binds the entire paragraph or the discourse together. Cohesiveness is interconnectedness. It can exist only when there is coherence. Okay? And what is coherence? Coherence, it is actually the coherence of the words, sentences and paragraph which contribute to the cohesion of the whole passage or the whole writer. अगर sentence incoherent नहीं है, it cannot contribute to the unity of the paragraph, of which it is just a part. So both the things are very important. Coherence at all levels, it contributes to the cohesion. Let's talk about, okay, now there are certain exercises that I am going to show you that will help you understand how these things they work, because these are certain words which are very new to you, coherence and cohesion. So let's go to the exercises, then you will be able to understand what I'm talking about. Okay, now let me share another slide where I will be giving you more exercises on cohesion. Can you see the new slide now which says cohesion? Okay, so a writing has a cohesion when the ideas logically flow from one to the next. Writing paragraph that have got sequencing will help you readers understand your ideas more clearly. Sometimes you have a clear order that relates to time, sometimes the order is more flexible, and there is not one perfect way to sequence and sentence. So I read this whole paragraph for you, but this is the exercise. Okay, exercise number 1. Here, let me zoom it in so that you can see the whole sequence. Now I think you will be able to see all the sentences H tak, A B C D E F G H. Okay, now these are some sentences where you have to find the sequencing, which sentence will come first, then which one will come in the second order, so that it makes some sense. Otherwise, see, अगर आपने A को पढ़ रहे हो, इसमें लिखा है pour about 1/4 cup of the mixture onto a hot frying pan. First, put the pancake mix and water in a bowl. So आपका first तो ये होना चाहिए था ना कि how are you going to make a recipe? So here has to be a proper sequencing. Here the sequencing is chronological order is missing. So all of you read all these 8 sentences. Please let me know which one should be the first one and which should come after that, and then finally the last sentence, which will tell you that your dish is ready. Okay, I'm giving you 2 minutes so that you can go through this, try to find the logical order of these sentences. Okay, these are the 8 sentences. Let me know. बहुत easy exercise है. It's not difficult at all. Which one should come first? Like आप second sentence पढ़ो. First put the, 1 second. This should be the first one. This should be number 1 sentence. Okay. This is 1. Now what is the next one? First put the pancake mix and water in a bowl. Then add an egg and stir again. No. Now आपने water and mix डाला है, तो अभी second will be stir the mix and water together. Definitely second part will be this. Then only logical sequencing बन रही है ना, otherwise you won't be able to. This is number 2. Then after you have stirred it, then add an egg and stir again. This is number 3. Please tell me यार, at least इतना तो मैं expect कर सकती हूँ आपसे. You can tell me the logical sequence, how to make a pancake, right? Come on. What should be number 4?
Heat the frying pan.
Yes, number 4 is heat the frying pan. Definitely, you are right. Now, what is number 5?
And then pour about 1/4 cup of water mixture
No.
into a
Ha
hot
ha
frying
ha
pan.
ha. Right. This will be number 5. Okay. Pour about 1/4 cup of the mixture onto the hot
And
frying. Then
pour
after that,
and then when bubbles start to rise to the surface and pop, turn into over
yes.
with the spatula.
Yeah. No. No. This is wrong. This will be number 6. You can check the bottom after a minute to find out if it is cooking. Okay. And then this one. When the bubble starts to rise up to the surface, turn it over with a spatula. Right? When both the sides of the pancake have cooked fully, they will look light brown. हो गया. This is the proper sequencing. अदरवाइज आपका पैनकेक बनेगा ही ना, बनेगा नहीं. इफ यू फॉलो द सीक्वेंस विच इज गिवन बाय देम, डू यू थिंक यू विल बी एबल टू मेक अ पैनकेक? नो. पहले ही बोल रहे हैं पोर 1/4 ऑफ द मिक्सचर ऑन टू अ हॉट फ्राइंग पैन, उसके बाद बोल रहे हैं पुट द पैनकेक मिक्स एंड वाटर इन बोल. सो देर इज नो सीक्वेंसिंग. We have to find out that proper sequencing here. Got it? This was the first exercise. This exercise is basically given to third and fourth standard का kids to find out the logical, sequencing of the sentence. ये तो फिर भी आपको sentence का sequencing है. Sometime I can also give you a sentence where the word order sequencing is to be done. For example, if I give you one sentence, like if I write it, for example, let me change the ink color. Okay. Now, for example, shop, their, closed, was reached when I. So now this is one sentence, okay? Please make it proper, because the sequencing of word order is not right. Shop, their, closed, was reached when I. So let me know what is the correct sequence of the words here, so that it makes a proper sentence. Who will tell me? Shop. Yes.
Ma'am, when I reach the shop, hello,
Yes,
I'm
yes.
audible.
Yes, you are audible.
When I reach shop, that shop the close.
So
When I was reached the shop,
so you have not used the word there.
no ma'am.
So you have to use all those words, beta. All those words. You will have to use all.
When I reach there, the shop closed.
The shop was closed when I reached there, or when I reached there, the shop was closed. Yes, then this is a proper sequence. Okay? Got it? So let's move ahead to the next exercise. Let's see what is there. Okay. Now exercise number 2. Here you will have to insert a sentence because there is something missing, or the paragraph does not make any sense. The bolded number represent places that the bolded sentence could be inserted into the paragraph. Got it? Choose the most logical place to insert the bolded sentence. Now French toast is another breakfast food that is easy to make. Season the mixture with cinnamon. Next, third, to prepare the toast, quickly dip a slice of bread into the mixture and put it on a hot pan to cook. Fourth, when the toast has turned light brown, it is ready to eat. Fifth, you can top the toast with butter, syrup, and powdered sugar. Now, sixth, making French toast is as easy as that. Number 7, now make an egg mixture by cracking a few egg. तो ये जो sentence है ना, the last one, ये कहाँ पे आप insert करोगे so that the meaning becomes clear. यहाँ पे आपके बहुत सारे numbers दिए हुए हैं, 1, 2, कहाँ पे insert करोगे? ये 7 या 5. You have to just tell us the number. यहाँ पे आप कहाँ पे add करोगे ये sentence, ये वाला. Inserting, you have to insert the sentence. Tell me. Position number 1 पे, 2 पे, 3 पे, 4 पे, 5 पे, 6 पे, 7 पे. Where will you put this sentence? Tell me. The proper sequencing is not there. Here also you will have to resequence everything. Tell me, what is number 1? You will get these types of exercises in your exam.
And make an egg mixture ये second number पे आएगा.
Make an egg mixture by cracking a few eggs into a bowl and stirring in some milk. Okay. Now then season the mixture with cinnamon, right? You want to say like that? To prepare a toast, quickly dip a slice of bread into this mixture and then put it on a hot pan. When the toast has turned, this is right. Okay? So that means you have understood. That means the sentence which is given in the last has to come at point number 2. Got it? Let's move on to the exercise number 3. Now, here you will have to revise for the logical order of the sentences again. These paragraphs, they lack cohesion. You have to identify the sentences that breaks the logical flow of the ideas. Read the whole paragraph. कौन सा sentence नहीं आना चाहिए? You have to identify those lines, those sentences which are breaking the flow. आई एम नॉट गोइंग टू हेल्प यू बिकॉज अगर मैं हेल्प करती जाऊंगी आपको नहीं समझ में आएगा बेटा. If this would have been an offline class, I would have given sheets of paper to each and every one of you. This would have been like a type of internal test for you. Now, owing to the fact that this is an online class, I can only expect that you participate at least. Come on, read the first paragraph and just find out which sentence breaks the logical order in the paragraph. बहुत easy है, it's not difficult. पढ़ो एक बार, you will get the answer. Not able to find? I'll help you. Here the sentence other adults, ये जो है ना यहाँ पे there is no connectivity. See, children often enjoy reading for entertainment. अभी other adults enjoy reading because this does not make any sense. It breaks the logical order of the whole paragraph. ठीक है ना? यहाँ पे अगर होता ना adults also enjoy तो ठीक हो जाता. But here you are seeing that it is other adults एज इफ आपके बारे में, पहले एडल्ट के बारे में देर इज़ नो टॉक ना, there is no talk about adults earlier. Reading is popular hobby for people of many ages. Children often enjoy reading for entertainment. Other adults enjoy because other adults के पहले some adults तो बोला ही नहीं है. It can only come when there is a talk about some adults enjoy reading और फिर होता other adults enjoy reading. Then it would have been all right, isn't it? अब जब उनके बारे में ऐसा कुछ है ही नहीं, देर इज नो कनेक्टिविटी, सो प्रॉपर लॉजिकल ऑर्डर इज ब्रेकिंग हियर. लेट्स मूव ऑन टू द सेकेंड पैराग्राफ. However, reading is more than a hobby. It is also a great tool for education. If people want to learn new skills, they can learn about these skills in books. If people want to understand history, they can learn it in a book. If they want to learn how scientific processes occur, there are books that can explain them. The education you can gain from a book can include skills, history, science, and even how to succeed in business. If people want to learn about successful business practices, there are also books that can teach about that topic. Reading can open the door to learn many new things. अभी बताओ, what do you say? Here there is no connectivity because the paragraph itself starts with however, and there is nothing to support that word however. ठीक है? So it has to be from here. Reading is more than a hobby, but however के लिए कोई support नहीं है. There has to be some support here, ना? Got it? So अगर आप एडिटिंग में जा रहे हो तो you have to understand that however से आप कैसे start कर रहे हो. If there has been some sentences which are supporting the argument about reading as a hobby, then you can talk about however. Otherwise it does not make any sense. I hope you are able to understand, because आपका आवाज़ नहीं आ रहा तो मुझे ऐसे लग रहा है जैसे you are not able to. Now again, third, revise for logical order of sentences. Okay. Third, reading stories that were written by people from a different culture helps the reader understand that culture better. The culture of a group of people includes their beliefs and traditions, which are frequently included in the stories they write. For example, many people have written stories to teach a lesson that shows the importance of certain characteristics. The Little Red Hen is one such story in American culture. Many other cultures have similar types of stories that show pieces of their culture. This story teaches the value of hard work, which is traditionally valued highly in America. Thus, by reading, people can learn more about the other sentences. Now tell me which sentence is breaking the logical flow. This is very good exercise. Tell me. Come on children, I want your participation. Otherwise it is of no point. Read the paragraph in your mind and tell me which sentence is not needed, or maybe it is breaking the logical order of the paragraph. Yes. I'm surprised nobody is able to tell me anything. Anyways, I will help you here, but who will help you in the exam? Tell me. Here you see, the little red hen is one such story in American culture. So now this story teaches the value of hard work. So there is no connectivity. यहाँ पे it should come like this. Okay? So many other cultures have similar types of story जो है ना ये it could have come after this. यहाँ पे आ सकता था ये. So this is how they have broken the logical order. Got it? ये जो है ना many such cultures have similar type of story should have come here. क्योंकि यहाँ पे जो connectivity है ना, the little red hen is one such story in American culture, and this story teaches the value of hard work, which is traditionally valued highly in America. Thus, by reading, people can, on many such stories, many other cultures have similar types of stories that show pieces of their culture. Thus, by reading, people can learn more about their culture. Have you understood now? Which sentence has broken the logical order? I don't know, nobody is responding, so मुझे पता नहीं चल रहा है कि आपको समझ में आ रहा है कि नहीं. Are you all there? Huh? Are you all there or no? विनायक, आपका कोई रिस्पॉन्स नहीं आ रहा है. प्लीज एवरीबडी अनम्यूट योरसेल्फ एंड टॉक टू मी. See, when the lecture is such ki I don't need your participation, I keep on talking, but these are practical exercises. You have to talk, you have to make mistake. Don't be afraid of making mistakes, because that is how I have learned, by making mistake. Okay, you are in office. Okay, no issues, no issues. Anyways, I'll go back, I'll show you the slides again. I hope you are able to see the slide. What is it that you are able to see on the screen? Can you see the cohesive devices on the screen? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so cohesive devices, these are some words like also, another, besides, in addition, first, second. जब भी हमें एडिशन करना होता है ना, तो these are the words that we use. Another, also, besides, in addition, first, second. When we have to show similarity, we say both, likewise, similarly. When you have to show contrast, we say however, in contrast, on the other hand, okay, whereas, yet. When we have to give example, for instance, to illustrate an example. So these are the words, okay, when we have to show, these are the cohesive devices. ठीक है? So these words, they improve your cohesion in the writing. अभी जैसे previous exercise में I showed you that however word आया, so however के लिए there was no supporting argument. That means आप however कहाँ पे use कर रहे हो? यहाँ पे. That means contrast के लिए आपको कुछ तो होना चाहिए था ना, which was missing here. यहाँ पे देखो, there was nothing here. That is what I said कि there has to be something in support to the contrast. However, reading is more than a hobby. That means पहले कुछ बोलो तो सही, तभी तो आप however बोलोगे, right? So here these are some words which are very important. Another. So another reason to use public transport is that it is reliable. That means you are showing addition. Also, public transportation is also reliable. Besides being efficient, public transport is reliable. In addition, second, public transport is reliable. So these are important words which you will have to add in your everyday language. Also, besides, in addition, likewise, similarly, ठीक है, however, whereas. So exercise means how you will add these cohesive devices now. These are certain exercises. Here यहाँ पे जहाँ पे भी आपको dash दिया हुआ है, that they in this place you will have to either add ये words में से from this list you will be choosing something. Got it? If it is showing addition, showing similarities, showing contrast, or adding, giving example. So for example, let's read this paragraph. Okay. Many students take TOEFL every year as part of their requirement to be admitted to an American university. This test is often used as a way to measure a student's English proficiency. Since the result of getting a low score can mean that the students are not able to go to the colleges they desire to attend, it is important to prepare well for this exam. In order to prepare for the exam, students need to improve their knowledge of English, become familiar with the format of exam and practice. Now, let's do the exercise. Students need to learn English. The English skills that need to be learned are reading, listening, speaking, writing, and grammar, especially as those skills are used in academic settings. Learning grammar is different on the TOEFL from what you might think. Other types of English exam include a written grammar test to measure students' knowledge of grammar. The grammar, TOEFL uses a different grammar. That means now you are comparing. तो यहाँ पे आप लिख सकते हो which cohesive sentence can, on the other hand, or however भी यूज़ कर सकते हो. However, the TOEFL uses a different grammar assessment. ठीक है, because you are showing a contrast. ठीक है. Now यहाँ पे क्या आएगा? There is still a question mark. Students need to learn English. You will all help me with this. ठीक है. Now then here what do you dash learning the format of the test is essential. Even a native speaker would know. So that means even a native speaker would not be able to score properly if they were unfamiliar with the format of the test. क्या हो सकता है? First, you need to know about the timing of the test. You should also be familiar with the types of question you will be asked. Dash element of the format you should be. In addition, in contrast to the, or in addition to the element of the format, you should be familiar with this, how the test will be scored. There are some questions on the reading that are worth 2 points. ठीक है, you have to tell me. Nobody is helping me out. These are cohesive devices. आपको learn करना ही पड़ेगा. That brings the connectivity to the sentence. Flow लाने के लिए these words are very important. Tell me. Learning the format of the test is essential. Students need to learn English. So there has to be some connectivity in ये जो आपके cohesive words हैं, list मैंने दिया. From there you can find out something. The students need to learn English. Firstly, the students need to learn English. Okay. यहाँ पे learning the format for the test is essential. यहाँ पे आ जाएगा. Similarly, there are some questions on reading that are worth 2 points. Similarly, there are some questions on the reading section that are worth 2 points instead of 1 point. Okay. So और यहाँ पे क्या आ सकता है? Learning the format of the test is essential. यहाँ से you can choose it from here, ना? हाँ, besides आ सकता है. Besides learning the format of the test is essential. हाँ, besides. That means उन सब के अलावा you have to learn the format of the test. ठीक है? Because once you know the format of the test, you will be able to score better. So these are the exercises on cohesion. Okay. Now I'm going to stop this because there are certain exercises on cohesion also. Let me just share those files with you. One second. This last exercise that I want to share with you. Okay. I don't know what happened. 1 second, huh? Sorry, I got disconnected. Let me share the file one more time. Thank you for waiting because I thought you all will leave. I hope you are able to see something on the screen that says paragraph basics, logic order and transition. Okay. So here in this, I will be dealing with cohesion exercises. Okay, 1 second. Now, what is coherence? What is coherence? When even when an essay has a clear thesis, each paragraph in the body has an effective topic. Readers may have difficulty in understanding and accepting. Okay, now coherence means when a paragraph flows smoothly due to either logical order or the bridges in the sentences. Bridges are those words which I told you, na? Okay, now this is one exercise for you. Here you will read this paragraph. Okay, paragraph number 1 and paragraph number 2. You will try to find out which paragraph is more effective. So when you are doing some comparison, you will be able to understand that yes, if I would have written in this manner, this would have been a better way. So I'm going to put a 2-page view so that you can see both the paragraphs together on the screen. Paragraph number 1, paragraph number 2. Okay, so the first paragraph says, my first job was a kitchen worker in one of San Francisco's more reputable restaurant. My assistant, who worked from 2 to 4 in the afternoon, only chatted with the busy boys and snacked on the salad, but provided a little assistance for me. During her shift, she kept an ear open for the sound of the back door opening, which indicated the manager was entering the kitchen. There was no one I could talk to. The manager, Miss Chavez, would scold me. Obadiah, you are behind. There are many tasks to be accomplished. Work harder and faster, you blockhead. I would arrive at work at noon to relieve the man on the morning shift. All the co-workers were cold and unfriendly. If the morning kitchen worker had been too busy to complete all the preparation, I would have to make fruit and Caesar salad, slice roast beef and cold chicken, and arrange plates of Jarrisburg, provolone and Gouda cheese, among the other preparation. 10. Order for cold sandwiches would come in. It was my duty to make them. The worst part of the job was that the sweltering temperature of the kitchen combined with my bad nerves would produce an acidic cramp in my stomach early in the evening. I might be going to the walk-in refrigerator for supply of Dijon mustards or beefsteak tomatoes, and one of the waiters would inform me she needed 2 bacons, lettuce and tomato sandwiches or rye toast. So I would put the bread in toaster and head for the supply room, and waitress would holler that her customer was in terrible hurry. Green flies would enter through the toned screen mounted in the kitchen window. They would swim on my arms and sting my elbows. I was only getting paid $6.5 per hour. Roaches scurried in all directions whenever I picked up a head of lettuce or moved a box of ketchup. Okay, so this was the first paragraph. ये इसका लैंग्वेज आपने समझा. Now read the second paragraph. You have to find out which is more effective. So you will try to work towards that. Now reading out the second paragraph, let me see. Okay. Second paragraph says, the worst job I have experienced serving as a waitress at Wild Boar Inn in Manchester was terrible for many reasons. First of all, many of my customers were obnoxious and demanding. When a baked potato was cooked inside, lettuce was limp or brown edged, or steaks were not prepared according to the specification, customers blamed me rather than the kitchen. Other unreasonable demands occur when they asked me to light their cigarettes, chase flies from the table, or take their toddlers to the bathroom. In addition to the customers, I was forced to contend with the temperamental kitchen staff. The cooks were busboys, were often unresponsive or grumpy. If I didn't treat the staff with extreme caution, I would wind up apologizing to customers because their meals came late or their water glasses were empty. I also found the job unpleasant and exhausting because it required constant movement and offered few moments of relief because of the constant line. So आपको इसको read करने से ही पता चल जाएगा कि second one is more effective than the first one. So हमने क्या changes किए, that you have to understand. Here we have started using more of complex sentences, and also some sentences in the first paragraphs were haphazardly given. We have tried to bring in more logic to the sentences by rearranging the order of sentences, giving some information with the piece of information with which it has to actually go, rather than giving different pieces in different places, because it has to be sewn into a string of pearls rather than just giving all the pearls together to you. Okay, so this is something which is very important, and let's move on to the there is more logical order in the second one. ठीक है, because उसमें time space बहुत important होता है. Time के हिसाब से जो sequencing उसने in the second paragraph is there, it is more able to deal with the your proper imaging can be created in your mind, because he's trying to tell you everything in shorter span, making complex sentences and fitting in the proper sentences together. Got it? So this I think I'm not going to take your more time. This PDF I'm going to share in the WhatsApp group. So there are a lot of paragraphs, lot of practice exercises. All of you please do it. Right now I'm sharing this PPT, this PDF file and cohesion PDF also, so that you can have a practice for your exams. Okay, so that's all for today. I've taken some 10 minutes extra. It's okay. I hope you had no other class, otherwise you would not have been waited here. Okay, have a great day all of you. Bye bye.
Bye, ma'am.
Yeah, I'm going to give you this
Bye,
PDF.
ma'am.
Yeah, do it. Lots of exercises are there, and please do that. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.